Today we will see the solution of practice set 3.5. As earlier I have said, this practice set is based on 4 theorems. Theorem of angle between tangent and secant, then theorem of internal division of chords, theorem of external division of chords, and tangent secant segments theorem. So before solving this exercise, you have to see how to use these theorems to solve the problem. See, when you see in the diagram, you have to observe what type of things are given. If one tangent and secant is given, then you can think of tangent secant segment theorem or theorem of angle between tangent and secant. Now if the length of line segments are given and you have to tell to find length of another segment, then you will use tangent secant segment theorem. And if angles are given, then you have to use theorem of angle between tangent and secant. And for the remaining two theorems, theorem of internal division of chords and external division of chords, just look in the diagram, like here. See here in the second question's diagram, two chords are given and they are touching each other internally, so theorem of internal division is applied here. And for external division of two chords, the chords should be intersected at same point outside the circle. So first you have to observe these things and then apply the theorem. So for first question of practice set 3.5, as you can see, one tangent is given and one secant is given, and in question the length of line segments are given. See, PQ 12, PR 8, and you have to find PS and RS. So for this question you have to use tangent secant segments theorem. So by using this theorem, we get PQ square is equal to PR into PS. So by tangent secant theorem, segments theorem, PR into PS is equal to PQ square. Put all the values given and you can find PS is equals 18 units. So PS equals to 18 units, and to find RS, this RS plus PR is the whole line segment PS. So PS is 18, PR is 8, so RS will be 10 units. So for second, in figure 3.78, chord MN and chord RS intersect at point Q, at point D. So for this you will apply theorem of internal division of two chords. So second, by theorem of internal division of chords, we get RD into DS equals MD into DN. So put all the values given and find out what is DN. So for DN we get 7.5 units. Now to find RS is given, MD is given, DN is given, and DS need to be find out. So first write down the statement RD into DS equal to MD into DN. So as we don't know here the measurement of DS, we will put DS as X, and also we don't know what is RD. So RD is RS minus DS. So RS is given, so RS is 18. So see here, this is RS into DS minus DS square equals 9 into 8, 72. Let DS be X, then RS measurement is 18, so 18X minus X square equals to 72. So by taking these all terms on one side, so X square minus 18X plus 72 equals 0. And then by solving this quadratic equation, we get, see here how to solve. You have to find the factors of this 72, which gives you addition minus 18. So I get minus 12 and minus 6. So minus 12 into minus 6 is 72, and minus 12 and minus 6 addition is minus 18. So by solving this quadratic equation, we will get X equal to 12 or X equal to 6. So X is DS, so DS can be 12 units or DS can be 6 units. This is the answer for second question. Look at the third question. Here also one tangent is given and one secant is given. So by using tangent secant segments theorem, we can solve this problem. Now read the problem. In figure 3.79, O is the center of circle and B is the point of contact. OE is perpendicular to AD. See here, OE perpendicular to this secant. AB is 12, AC is 8. Find AD. Find DC and DE. Now, first by tangent secant theorem, AC into AD is equal to AB square. All the measurements are given and you will find AD. So 8 into AD is 12 square, so AD is 18 units. So we got AD, and to find DC, see here, DC plus AC is AD, so we will use that. AD minus AC is equal to DC, so 18 minus 8, 10 units. So DC is 10 units. Now to find DE, you need to remember one theorem which we have studied in last standard. The perpendicular drawn from center to the chord bisects the chord, and as it is perpendicular and which is given OE perpendicular to AD, so length of this chord DC is twice the length of this DE. So DE is equal to half of DC. So by using that theorem, DE equal to half of DC, write down the statement in short, and DE equals to half of 10, which is 5 units. So here is a solution of third question. For fourth question, in figure 3.80, just see the figure. This one is chord, this one is chord. They are intersecting outside the circle at point P. So by theorem of external division of chords, we will get PS into PT is equal to PQ into PR. Okay, so for fourth question, by applying theorem of external division of two chords, PS into PT equals PQ into PR. By putting the measurements, here we do not know about PR, so PR is the addition of PQ and QR. So at the place of PR we have written PQ plus QR. Now by solving, we get PT equal to 12 units. So PT is 12 units. And now to find TS, see PT minus PS is TS. So TS plus PS equals to PT. So write down PS plus ST equal to PT. So 8 plus ST equal to 12, and ST will be 4 units. So ST or TS both are same. TS is 4 units. Now for last question and fifth question, see, first read the question because question is not easy to understand. Segment EF is a diameter and segment DF is a tangent segment. EF is diameter, DF is tangent, and this DE is this EG is secant. So the radius of circle is given R. So length of this diameter is 2R, twice the radius, and we have to prove that DE into GE is 4R square. See, DE into GE is equals to 4R square. Now by applying tangent secant segment theorem, we will see what we get. We will get DF square equal to DG into DE, right? So we cannot proceed from this statement, so we have to think something different. See here, I can see this triangle EFD, and I know this angle EFD will be 90 degree because this is the radius and this is tangent. By tangent theorem, this angle is 90 degree. So I can use in this triangle Pythagoras theorem. So in triangle EFD, by Pythagoras theorem, DF square plus EF square equal to DE square. Now DF square is DG into DE, so we'll put the value of DF square here. EF is diameter, so its length is 2R, so 2R bracket square equal to DE square. And now see, DF square plus 4R square equal to DE square. Now 4R square is equal to DE square minus DF square, and I will put here DF square's value DG into DE. Now as DE square minus DG into DE, and we can take DE common, like 4r square equal to dE into dE minus dG. Now 4r square equal to dE into EG. See here in the diagram, dE, this whole line segment, minus dG will be GE. So here EG, 4r square equal to dE into EG. And we got the proof that dE into GE equal to 4r square. So here is the end of this video and also the end of this chapter circle. So keep revising all the theorems. Some theorems are very important and some theorems proofs are very important. So please go through each statement, use the statement to solve the problems and try independently to solve the problems, and all the very best for this chapter circle. So thank you for watching.